a fact. I mean, and whether they want to acknowledge that publicly or not, and every country has different capabilities, but at the end of the day, if you are a U.S. government official traveling abroad, you are aware that anything you have on your cell phone, on your iPad, could be monitored by foreign intelligence agencies.
So let's debate this. David Sirota, syndicated columnist, radio host, and contributor for Salon.com and Huffington Post, and Julie Myers-Wood, president of Guidepost Solutions and former Assistant Secretary of Homeland Security. Welcome to both of you. So we just played the two sides here. You heard the celebrities, and then you heard Senator Rubio. David Sirota, you get first at bat here. Tell me why Senator Rubio says, hey, spying is spying, everyone's spying. Why is he wrong?
Well, I think he's not wrong that there is obviously foreign intelligence and there's obviously domestic intelligence in the United States. What he's wrong about is to pretend that that's not a big deal. What he's wrong about is to pretend that this should be able to happen completely in secret with very little small d democratic oversight by the legislative branch. We have a situation now where we have had leaks that have come out showing that not only is this surveillance happening in a broader way than the Congress even knew, but is happening domestically, is being aimed in part at American citizens. So I think that these ads forward a very important message, which is that this has gotten completely out of control, and that legislators who are in Congress saying, hey, there's nothing to see here, no big deal, they are complicit in creating a surveillance state that violates every tenet of our Constitution.
Julie, it just got me, thinking and talking to some folks today. Here we are. We're supposed to be the most, technologically advanced nation in this administration. Yet it took them 2 years to figure out who Natsec Wonk was, on Twitter, right?
That's right.
Who was spewing this hate, 140 characters or less. Maybe that's just a point. I digress. Do you agree? Do you disagree with David that this is a big deal?
I think that the video actually raises some important points. It's time to have a serious and intelligent debate. I think there are questions about whether technology has gotten ahead of us in our laws and our policies, and we should look at this. And so if celebrities can encourage people to think about this critically and look at this and pay attention to what whistleblowers and members of Congress and law professors have said, that's important. But we can't remember that this technology is responsible for stopping more than 12 terror plots. And so this technology is important. We just have to think about the right sort of protections.
You're shaking your head, David. Go ahead.
I mean, let's be very clear. ProPublica, the widely respected journalism organization, investigative journalism organization, just explored the very assertion that was just made here about terrorist plots. There is absolutely no evidence that has been offered to the public or to members of Congress, according to those members of Congress, that this kind of mass surveillance has stopped terrorist attacks. It is a canard, it is a ruse, it is a talking point that cuts against the facts that we know, and that is designed to perpetuate a sense of fear that then serves the national security surveillance state.
So this is one issue. Hang on. That's one issue. I really want to get to the other, which is what we're hearing from these European leaders, basically saying, that this is all of this spying has severely shaken diplomatic relations and the world's perception of the United States. How does the administration, Julie, really just rebuild trust with other nations and these leaders?
I think it's going to be very difficult. We'd hope that our ambassadors have spoken to the world leaders ahead of these announcements, and the president has spoken to them, and then we've thought about how we can move forward. It's very difficult to think about how some of these world leaders can have complete trust in the United States with some of these allegations. And so I do think that's going to be a diplomatic challenge. But let me say, we have to move beyond talking points and think about what are we doing to protect our country, and are we going to have a full and frank discussion about what the best things are. And I think that's what the Senate is looking at doing now in this new bill that they're proposing.
Got to wrap it there. Julie Myers-Wood and David Sirota, thank you both very much.
Thank you.